Hey everyone, Kobana9456 here, recording another video. So yeah, today, giving you my opinions on Sonic Generations for the 3DS. So as you probably saw with my previous video, of my previous opinions video, I just talked about the 360 and PS3 versions, and just gave you my opinions on that. And I didn't talk about the 3DS version in that video because 3DS version is totally different. The levels are totally exclusive to that version. And just everything, like mostly everything is totally different. So anyway, yeah, let's just talk about the game. So it turns out that well, let me just talk about the gameplay. So I haven't really been able to play the game. I haven't even been able to play the game because we haven't heard too much news about it. It hasn't been available. There hasn't been a demo for the 3DS version. So I don't know how the game plays, but I can talk about what the gameplay looks like. And from what we've seen so far, well, what I've seen so far, with Gamescom and Sonic Generations there with Mushroom Hill Zone, I think the game looks really fun and really impressive. And for all the people who saw it at E3, Sonic Generations, it just didn't look impressive like the 3DS version. It looked buggy, glitchy, the physics were strange for classic Sonic. It just wasn't, it looked like it was kind of a cash-in, but Sega did assure us that it was a very early build. But now, with this newer version, Mushroom Hill Zone, the graphics are a lot smoother, a lot prettier. A bit of it with classic Sonic kind of reminds me of cell shading a tad with his model. I don't know why. It just kind of has that look to it. But anyway, yeah. Also, just like everything looks a lot better. Even modern Sonic stage looks better. And classic Sonic, he's supposed to play basically just like the Genesis days, 2D platforming, and the physics in this game are a lot more accurate, a lot more realistic now. He doesn't uncurl, anything like that. None of that BS. So it's pretty awesome just how classic Sonic looks and how his levels and gameplay are shaping up to be. And then modern Sonic is basically like the Sonic Rush series, except for that you don't have two screens. And also with this game, it'll actually sometimes switch to 3D to kind of show off the 3D effects and just, I don't know, just take advantage of the 3D and the extra power in the 3DS. But it's mostly 2D because it kind of wants to stay faithful to the handheld games, the Sonic handheld games, to where those have been 2D, but they still do have some 3D sections. And also, I'm trying to remember. So it's kind of like Sonic Unleashed a bit, to where it's sometimes 2D and 3D, but unlike Sonic Unleashed, it's mostly 2D, and then has some 3D parts, when Sonic Unleashed was like mostly 3D and had some 2D parts. But and then modern Sonic doesn't really have too much platforming with his gameplay. That's mostly classic Sonic's like specialty, and there's more emphasis on that in his levels. But modern Sonic is just about like going super duper fast in the game, boosting. There's some platforming in it, but it's mostly about just going full speed ahead. Pretty awesome. So let's talk about the graphics. And with the graphics, they're really quite, in my opinion, impressive. So we saw some pictures of Sonic Generations Mushroom Hill Zone, and they looked really pretty, a lot better than the Green Hill Zone pictures. And there were a lot of jagged edges, yes, but that's what happens with 3DS pictures. Like when you blow them up, you'll see all these little edges, and it just doesn't look as smooth. But the thing is that they still looked kind of impressive, so I had a feeling when this game is in action, it's going to look a lot better. And sure enough, I was right. I mean, everything looks smoother. There are not as many like jagged edges around like Sonic's character model or anything like that. And like I said, with classic Sonic's character model, it kind of reminded me of cell shading just a tad. In the video Nintendo Domination recorded, I'll put a link up to his channel if you want to check that out. Check his original video out. And then what else is there? Yeah, I mean, just the graphics, they look amazing. Now, they don't look as good as the HD console versions. I mean, of course not. The 3DS is an HD console. It's closer to around 360p. So, but the graphics still look pretty good. A lot better than what you probably saw in the Sonic Rival series, and that was a PSP game. But, yeah, the game looks really pretty. And what I really like is modern Sonic's levels. I mean, those levels are just really, really pretty. I mean, just like how they take, how they're really creative, just like with the level design, and we'll talk about level design in a moment. But yeah, the graphics, they're nothing to laugh about. They're not as amazing as the HD consoles, but they are very impressive, and I like them. And like, even though they're not the most impressive on the 3DS, it's not like they're terrible like Ghost Recon or anything like that, or other games. And it does take a while to take advantage of hardware's power, so I can understand if the graphics aren't as amazing as the 3DS can actually, like, or as amazing as they could be, because not many people have taken full advantage of the 3DS's power. But yeah. Now, let's talk about just like the level design and level list. So, we don't have too much information about the level list. There's supposed to be, though, a Sega representative confirmed that there are going to be 7 different zones. And that, so far, the zones we know are Green Hill Zone. That is the only level that the 360 and PS3 and 3DS version share together. That level only. Then we know there's Casino Night Zone and Mushroom Hill Zone. So, that's basically it. We don't have anything else. Don't know anything else. And I was kind of surprised that Mushroom Hill Zone was there, because I was thinking there was going to be like just Green Hill Zone, just to kind of, since that's like an iconic Sonic level, since it was basically the first Sonic level ever. So I thought, well, that's probably, they're just going to have that. I was surprised Mushroom Hill Zone was actually in it, because that's a console level. So when Izuka was saying that the 3DS version is going to mostly focus on the handheld Sonic game history, besides the Game Gear games, more like the Advance and Rush series. So, yeah, I was surprised by that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're trying to kind of include the Classic Collection or something like that, like Sonic Classic Collection on the DS. I don't know, but yeah, we don't have too many news lately, because, I mean, Casino Night Zone, Green Hill Zone, and Mushroom Hill Zone, those are 3 console levels, and I mean, that's, I don't know, just kind of puzzling. But if you're thinking, wait, Casino Night Zone is another stage shared with the 360 and PS3 versions, it's not. That's DLC, and that stage is only just going to be a pinball machine in the 360 and PS3 version. The 3DS version is going to have a level based off the Sonic 2 level, but yeah, now level design is kind of, let's just talk about Classic Sonic. So, Classic Sonic's level design is actually, from the levels we've seen so far, pretty much identical to exactly what you played years ago. Like, if you looked at Green Hill Zone, the level design and layout is just basically the same as the one you played in 1991. I mean, there's not anything to really differentiate it. And I was kind of surprised by that. And even when you hit a piranha, when they jump up over the bridge, you experience slowdown. Well, in the video, you'd experience slowdown. I mean, it was surprising how much of a copy that level was. And even with Mushroom Hill Zone, it's basically the exact same level design. I mean, it's not like it's really anything new, which is kind of disappointing, and I was kind of surprised by that. I thought there was going to be more creativity to it. Maybe there will be for the other levels, I don't know, but yeah, I was kind of shocked by that, really surprised. But with modern Sonic's levels, they just ooze with like awesome creativity, and just Sonic just going all over the place, like in the foreground, the background, and just taking advantage of the 3D effects. And that's what I like about the level design in the 3DS version over the 360 and PS3 version. It's simpler, but the thing is that it's like with the 360 and PS3 versions, it's 3D capable for people who have 3D TVs, but they didn't really have anything to make it like, just to make the 3D effect like actually kind of useful or pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like eye candy for the 360 and PS3 version, but with the 3DS version, it's actually like 3D is being taken advantage of, because the 3D with no glasses is included with the 3DS. So, yeah, like you'll see Sonic hopping constantly back to the background, foreground, all over the place, and then it switches behind Sonic, so you can kind of get more, take more advantage of the 3D effects and all that stuff, and you'll just see him like go and alter environments and stuff. I mean, and what I've heard lately, the 3D effect is really, really impressive. So, that's what I like about the 3DS version. Like, it's going to take advantage of that. So, it's not like a lot of people kind of like laughed at the 3DS version, like it sucked, and that it's not going to be even close to as good as HD consoles. And it might not. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as good as the HD console versions, but I think it's going to be unique and have levels that are still quite fun over the like compared to 360 and PS3 version, and I think it just has like a lot of creativity like with Modern Sonic's levels. And that's what I'm really excited about, Modern Sonic's levels, because it's constantly taking advantage of the 3D effect and more. And then, what else is there? I guess we can talk about the unique 3DS features. So Sonic like with the 3DS version, you're actually going to have multiplayer, which is something that the 360 and PS3 versions don't have. They're only single player. And also with the 3DS version, it's going to be able to take advantage of Spot Pass, I believe. No, Street Pass. There are a few pass someone, I believe. You can kind of like, you can unlock bonus material, like, it'll increase the variety and interaction and replay value in the game from what I've heard. That's what Sega said in the description of the game. So you're going to be able to like walk around, gain coins and stuff like that, and when you gain those coins, like when you're walking around, you can kind of like buy stuff for Sonic like in some shop, I believe. Pretty interesting. And then the two-player versus mode, I think it's supposed to be kind of like Sonic Rush series. I'm hoping it will be more like Sonic Rush Adventure, because Sonic Rush Adventure supported Wi-Fi, and that's what I want the 3DS version to have. So I'm hoping that the 3DS version will actually take advantage of like Wi-Fi on the go and like just take advantage of the Wi-Fi and not just be local wireless gameplay. Because that's one thing I don't like. I mean, not many people have 3DSs now, and not many of my friends would have a 3DS anyway. So I wouldn't be able to play with anyone multiplayer. So I'm hoping that they'll have online for this game, and I'm pretty sure they will. Sonic Rush Adventure had it, I believe. I don't know if Sonic Colors had multiplayer, but it probably, if it did, I think it had online as well. So yeah, that's what I want, and I'm pretty sure, I can't recall if Sega confirmed it or not, if it'll have online gameplay. But yeah. And also, with the 3DS version, you're going to have special stages, 7 special stages, obviously, because there's 7 zones to unlock, 7 Chaos Emeralds to become Classic Sonic and Super Sonic. Classic Super Sonic and Modern Super Sonic, probably. And we don't have any news, really, on that. I'm pretty sure that you're not going to be able to play through the levels, like any level you want, like Sonic Colors for the Wii with Super Sonic. But, I'm thinking it's probably just going to be like a final boss, kind of like Sonic Colors DS and the Rush series and Advance series. So not as awesome, but still, it's better than nothing. And what else is there? That's basically it. The music's really awesome for the 3DS version. I mean, they're going to have remixes, but one thing that kind of puzzled me was that Classic Sonic's Mushroom Hill Zone had a remix, while Modern Sonic's level didn't have a remix. It was exactly the same as the original Mushroom Hill Zone. So it's kind of puzzling, because if you remember the demo in E3, Modern Sonic's level had the exact Green Hill Modern from the 360 and PS3 version. So it was I'm kind of surprised right now. It's kind of puzzling, but we'll probably see what happens. I don't know. But the music still sounds awesome, and there's a big arm boss with like the remix of that music, and it just sounds freaking awesome. Like the guitar riffs and rock kind of theme, it sounds amazing. So yeah, overall, I think the 3DS version is going to be a good game. It's going to be solid. Definitely something that you'll probably want to buy this holiday season, because it's looking quite impressive. Just with Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic's gameplay, it's supposed to take real advantage of the 3D effect. It's not just going to be, well, it's kind of like a gimmick, but I think it's actually going to take advantage of it, like when you're playing, like actually taking advantage of the 3D effect to enhance the gameplay, not just something to make it eye candy or anything like that, like we've seen in a lot of 3DS games so far right now that don't really take advantage of the 3DS hardware or 3D effect. And I don't think it's a game to laugh about. I think it's going to be awesome. It'll have levels exclusive to itself, and I know a lot of people actually kind of tease Sonic Colors DS, saying that it wasn't as good as the Wii version, and it wasn't, but I still thought it was a good game. And I didn't play all of the game, but I did play a good bit of it, and I did like it. So I don't know, but I think the 3DS version of Sonic Generations is going to be a good game. I definitely pre-ordered it, and you can definitely bet that I will have a walkthrough of that game, because that is one game I'm really have high anticipation for. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening to my rambling. I mean, I probably bored you all to sleep or something, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please remember, comment, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more 3S vids, walkthroughs, and updates. And I'll keep you updated on Sonic Generations and all that jazz. And, you know, stay tuned for a walkthrough on both versions of the game. And, you know, I'll put a link. I guess I'll upload this onto Blip TV sometime later or so. I might have background music in that version. I don't know. I'll see. Because YouTube, like I said, is kind of being strict with background music on videos like this now. So I kind of am not going to do it anymore. Like with my news updates and stuff like that. I'll just have it on Blip TV. They don't really care about that. But, yeah. Anyway, thanks, and if you go to the link below, you can go to my likes video and hit the like button on that. That'll help me win a contest to win a PS3 later this year. So far I'm in the lead right now with the likes, and I believe with views, definitely views. I have the most views there, so just hit the like button. That'll help me out and to do walkthroughs, and I want to do an Uncharted 3 walkthrough later this year too. Along with Sonic Generations for the PS3. So yeah, thanks. See ya. Have a good day.